Today in the program, in the header, soon on screen, a sports drama Concussion starring Will Smith. In Almaty, an exhibition of the artist Vera Smiley where she presented her own ceramic works. See the episode in the header, Art Event. In the header, on the front line, we'll tell you about filming a new comedy series, Neighbours. The hero of today's header, Master Has It, is the drummer percussionist, Yuriy Leonov. The sports drama Concussion by the director Peter Landesman is in wide release. The film tells about a difficult destiny of an American sportsman playing for the honor of the country as he got serious head traumas caused by multiple concussions of the brain, whilst the National Football League tries to deny the facts of traumas received by the players. The dramatic film touches very serious problems of modern sport of almost every sports discipline, which are hardly ever publicized in society. The film stars Will Smith, Stephen Moyer, Alec Baldwin, and Luke Wilson. Recently in Astana, there has been held an exhibition of the ceramic artist Vera Smiley in the art gallery Has Sanat. Refined female images and other works made by skillful hands of the master attracted a big quantity of judges of genuine art. I am a ceramic artist and I like making large works. I love expressing my feelings, emotions, worries, and tell some stories using clay and sculpture. All my works are totally different. I've been searching for a long time something close and interesting to me. I decided to do what I love, what I understand and feel well. I think it was a right decision as every sculpture contains feelings and emotions. This is what I love. I express these emotions by means of face and hands. Here are my 24 sculptures and also small ceramic works like vases, vessels, and bowls exposed. I make them when I want to relax, when I want to meditate. I've got a potter's wheel and I get a big pleasure when I work on it. I think you can see it in my works. Inspiration comes in different ways. Sometimes comes when you fall asleep because in this moment you acutely feel the world and the environment. Inspiration comes when you just come outside and breathe in fresh air. Inspiration may suddenly come in the workshop when you are tired. And after that, work goes itself. These moments you just need to relax and let your inner voice or superior voice be expressed in ceramic works, volume and colors. Everyone finds something interesting for himself, and I hope viewers will like this exhibition. Vera Smiley's exhibition proved once again that ancient art of ceramics remains alive, interesting and demanded, owing to creative activities of modern masters. TV channel Khabar pleases its viewers again, this time with the 20-part comedy series Neighbours. Our team has been to the filming site of the series and divvied into complicated but exciting production process, where both well-known and beginning actors participate. Our series is called Neighbours. It is about how complete strangers but neighbors interact with each other. Now this theme seems to us rather up to date, as nowadays people stop communicating with each other due to the time of the internet, smartphones and other gadgets and applications. The East always was famous with its hospitality, when people hosted each other, invited each other for tea and celebrated some events. Our series is about these values so that they won't disappear. We present them in a light, easy, and humorous manner. We hope viewers will like it. The main objective is to bring the audience the idea that neighbors are different people too, and you need a special approach to them. Every family, every personality has its own peculiarity, its own domestic nuances that you have to take into consideration, so there are a lot of difficulties. But the work itself as a whole is very fruitful. The team is very young but ambitious. Our project is for any kind of audience. There are themes that are about youth, children, and especially the older generation. In a way, all this is routine moments, and I think everybody will be interested to see what's going on among neighbors. Friendliness, politeness, kindness, and especially an ability not to stay indifferent to problems of other people. These are those moral values implied by the creators of the series. I play a plumber who all men are jealous of their wives. The work in the series wasn't hard for me, as I've acted in my own clips and had comic roles too. Basically, there are very few dramatic moments in the series, but sometimes it was very interesting. The scenario itself was written in an interesting way. So I think this series can give a good mood to a person who spends all day long at work, comes home and turns on the TV. I got interested in this scenario as the plot is very true to life, and this is what our today's viewer needs. I think this series will be a success, as everybody has neighbors. If the first season is a success and gets positive reviews, this will mean our success. Percussion is a group of musical instruments which sounds are made with beats and tapping of hands. The main constituent part of playing such instruments is rhythm. The guest of today's program is a musician and drummer percussionist Yuriy Leonov. How did it all start? I drummed with pencils on pots and boxes at home. It was coming from inside, and I just enjoyed the process. Then I started learning consciously to play the tabla. This is an Indian percussion instrument. Generally speaking, the tabla is the king of percussion. Percussion ethnical instruments are called percussion, and mainly they play it using hands. A drum is the most ancient musical instrument made by humans' hands. Strange to say, but it is the most popular musical instrument in the world. There are a big number of various drums, Indian, African, and South American. For example, tambourines are one of the most ancient musical instruments. The drum itself evolved for many ages. Forms and materials changed due to development of rhythmic structure of songs and music. Drums are living creatures like you and I, and they try to communicate, they want to talk. How does it express? So, for example, there is a concert or an event and there are several instruments: guitar, piano, and drums. And if you notice, visitors automatically try to touch the drums. Why does it happen? Not because the man decided to touch the drums himself, but because the drums give him a signal itself so that the man is attracted to it. And when the man plays the drum, it either responds to him or doesn't. The drum feels the man while he contacts it. You need to get on with the instrument and then maybe music comes. Like people, every drum has its own voice, character, and mood. The tambourine, for example, has got an ancient and severe temper. The drum isn't just a musical instrument, though at first sight it has got neither a melody or harmony. The melody appears in your head when you play some rhythms. The melody is heard by the drummer. To become a professional drummer, first you have to get a metronome and later a drum. Just to say, first you work on the sense of rhythm. If you don't drum on anything on your way and your hands don't want to drum the rhythm, probably you aren't a drummer. The first sign of the drummer is that you always want to drum on something, on boxes and even on casseroles. The initial versions of percussion of many folks are various primitive instruments made of various materials and having various forms. The world has changed and music has changed, and the instruments have changed as well. Currently, ethnical musical instruments are incredibly popular either all over the world or in Kazakhstan. Festivals of ethnical music attract a great number of spectators and judges of this musical trend. To play the drums, you have to be a drummer in your soul. You have to love this instrument. And this is not just love to the instrument, but you have to feel the drum from within. Only then you will be able to do something. Also, you need to have the sense of rhythm and a big desire. The drummer lives with its inner world in eternal rhythms, broadening the space around him.